Hey, what's up, world? What's happening, world? What's good with your world? It's your boy Riz, and you are tuned into Hood Gems, where we drop it on you. What are we dropping? Valuable information that can help you become the best person you could possibly be. Hey, we got a good episode tonight. Like I said, my name is Riz, and I'm joined here by my lovely co-host Sierra Clark. Sierra, say hey, what's up to the people?
Joy for everything, beautiful beings.
Hey, and just like that, we are dropping in 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're gonna get right into it. We got a good episode tonight. I have the pleasure of interviewing this amazing young lady. This is my first time meeting her in person, but I feel like I know already. I feel like we friends because we on Facebook together and we work in the same field.
Okay, that's
you know what I'm saying. We work in the same field. We both like cameras.
Okay,
right. You know what I'm saying. Good. She a videographer. I'm a videographer.
Hey,
she do some dope videos too.
Thank you so much.
And not only is she a videographer, she is a director because the girl got a movie. And when I say she got a movie, the girl got her own movie, y'all.
She got her own movie.
She got her own movie.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Musical Chairs dropped last year, and she had the red carpet rolled out and everything.
Yes. That was so much fun.
It was so much.
Thank you
so
much.
We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that.
Multiple streams
now
of income.
We can add author to her name because she has wrote a book. She has written a book.
Okay.
And so we're gonna get into that. And I've been following her, and I know that she been on her weight loss journey, and you look good, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you.
Without further ado, let's introduce Amber. And I think she might got some Puerto Rican in her blood because her last name is Deas. Amber Deas, everybody.
Hey, how y'all doing? Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you. That was an awesome intro.
I appreciate it. So,
Amber.
You're not Puerto Rican, right?
I'm not. I'm black and white.
Black and white. So, is that what the D is?
The funny thing about my last name is it's actually Scottish. It's not Spanish at all.
Oh, okay.
So it's from my grandma's side. It's nothing to do with. I'm not Spanish at all. Just black and white.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. So let's get right into it. On the video, first things first. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I first started following you, and I noticed that you were awesome behind that camera.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What inspired you? What made you first start shooting videos?
So it's funny because back in high school, I did yearbook, and that got me into photography. But after school, I started doing YouTube videos of myself. And I used to rap back in the day. I don't rap as much anymore, but I used to rap. So I thought it would be, I thought it would be kind of cool to shoot my own music video. So once I shot my own music video, I was like, maybe I could make money shooting other people's music videos.
Yeah.
So then I started going to like networking events and artist showcases and stuff, and just kind of like telling people, hey, I can shoot your music video for, a low price. And then it kind of started from there.
Okay. So, and you awesome with it. So, like, did you go to school for it? Self-taught?
No, I taught myself.
Like me, I was on YouTube.
YouTube University.
Yeah. That's what's
the school of YouTube.
Now, since you say you used to rap,
you finna drop I'm curious now because I didn't know that was added to the list.
We might have to get some lyrics about it.
And y'all go find me on Spotify.
I know that's right. And she keeps expanding.
So,
thank you.
Music videos, is that your go-to right now?
So that's the main thing that I started out with was music videos. That kind of got my foot in the door, like with just videography, period. And then once people started seeing my music videos, they were like, okay, we kind of see that you do good work. I wonder if you can shoot commercials. I wonder if you can do movies. And then people just kind of, like my clients started testing me like to see what I could do.
Right.
So I never shot a movie before, but I found somebody who needed a movie shot, I shot the movie, and then now I shoot movies, y'all.
Just learn. Hey,
I just kind of taught myself
before, but hey,
exactly
like this,
exactly.
The magic is happening.
So you went on to the movies,
right?
And Musical Chairs. It's like a what would you call it? A thriller?
Oh, I would say a horror comedy.
Horror like,
comedy.
What? And you got that boy Crunk Coco?
Yeah, that's my dog, Crunk Coco. So that whole movie is so funny because you ever seen Scary Movie? Mm-hmm. It's kind of like that.
Right.
So it's like a horror parody comedy.
So what your first movie? Wow, horror comedy. Like your first time?
It was the writer's idea.
The writer's idea. Oh, well, then they
so you didn't write it?
I did not write it. I just directed. I helped direct it.
Oh, okay. That's
beautiful.
That's dope.
It's like 2 hours and 10 minutes of straight horror comedy.
You had fun shooting that?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of crazy moments doing
So they found their own actors and all that?
We found the actors together. So, yeah, it was kind of like a joint thing, but he wrote the movie, I shot the movie. We put it together.
So you know what I'm saying? Like action and cut.
Yeah, action, cut, do this.
Run
I don't like
back.
how this look. Run that back.
Say that again, make this face.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Like, I think you could do that a little better. Do that again.
We in the studio with real life superheroes and stuff. That's all I'm saying.
That's what's up.
I like to think of myself as a superhero
I'm
sometimes.
telling you definitely are.
Thank you.
So now,
thank you.
You done did videos. You done did movies. Mm-hmm. Now,
and she raps. Let's not forget. She raps.
Right. And she not Puerto Rican. So
and she not Puerto Rican.
Okay, but
and she knows her history, which is huge. Because I love the fact that she was finna run it down. Oh, that's on my grandma's side, but we some of us don't know that. But go ahead.
So now that you have a book.
Yes. I'm here to motivate and inspire the people.
Yes, let's talk about the book. What made you want to write the book first?
So people tell me all the time how motivational I am, how inspiring I am. How do you accomplish so many goals? Because I don't know how I can do that. And I was like, you know what? It would probably be a good idea to write a motivational book to kind of inspire my audience to become the best version of themselves. Because, I mean, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, I wasn't who I am now. It was kind of hard figuring that out. So I kind of just put that in a book and want everybody
So what's the name of the book?
Who Do You Think You Are?
And how did you come up with that name?
Because when somebody asks you that, what do you usually say? You're like, what do you mean? Who do I think I am?
Right.
Like, who do you think you are? Do you think you're the person that you're portraying to be? Are you who you think you are?
But when people usually say that, they usually say that in a negative way.
Exactly.
Like, who you think you is?
Exactly.
You know but you're coming off as on a positive side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Turn it into something positive. So say exactly who you think you are.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Was it hard writing the book?
No, it wasn't hard at all.
How long did it take you to write the book?
About 2.5, 3 weeks.
That's it?
Yeah. 40 pages.
It took me like... Took me like 2 months to write my book, but I wrote like 5.
My first book was like 8 months.
I mean, yeah, it was difficult for me. I mean, not difficult, but my book was yours a little bit more personal, so that's probably easy to write.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mine was a fiction story. So.
No, because I think because my first one was personal, and because it was so personal, like I just thought I was gonna write it because I know my story.
Right.
But it was things that I still needed to like walk out to like live out. And so while I'm writing it on the pages, I'm like adding colors so the picture is now being revealed to me. So it made it real personal. It made some stuff that I covered up like I was really dealing with it right now.
Yeah.
So
I keep telling
myself
I
would much rather the fiction because I thought that was easier.
Right.
Yeah, and then it was also 40,000 words. So
that's a lot. Mine is only like 10,000. So.
Oh yeah, because I think mine was 60,000.
Oh yeah, mine was a 40,000
pages.
That's a lot. So I keep telling myself maybe I should have wrote more, but my man told me no, just the first one is always the best. The first one is always the best one. So don't think too hard about it. I'm like, you know, maybe I should put another 10,000 words. But he's like, no, it's already, it's already good.
You can go add and make it into another book. And then now it's like a sequel to that.
Part 2.
Yeah.
It seems like you have a good supporter too in him.
I do. He's awesome. He's on the camera right now.
Yeah. Right. I seen him with you when y'all did the movie and stuff.
Yes, it was so awesome.
That's good to have a backbone, somebody, you know what I'm saying, to help you support.
Thank you.
So with the with the book, now that it's not out yet,
right?
But it's coming out. And you said it's an ebook.
Yes.
So it's not a hard copy. What made you go ebook
So the thing with that was I did a lot of research. So I looked at Amazon, I looked at Barnes and Noble, I looked at Smashwords, I looked at the other distribution sites, and none of them are really giving me what I want. So I was like, why would I go through a distribution site when I could just put it on my own website and keep 100% of the royalties, as opposed to going through Amazon and only making 35% or 70%, because people are only getting the book because it's me, not because it's on Amazon.
Right.
I'm sending them to Amazon. Why am I sending them to Amazon? I can just send them to my site.
Right.
And they're going to take 35 to 70% of whatever I got to sell it for. So if I'm I think it was something like, if I'm selling it for if I'm doing the 70% royalty, I can only sell it between $2.99 and $9.99. If I'm doing the 35% royalty, I can sell it any price between $0 to $200. So it's like, either way I go, they're still taking a cut. So if I got to sell it for $20 just to make $12, why don't I just sell it on my own website for the whole $20 or however much I'm going to sell it for?
Okay. You have your own website?
Yes, www.a1lensproductions.com.
Say that one more time, a little bit slower.
www.a1lensproductions.com. a1lensproductions.com.
And how did you come up with that name, A1 Lens?
So it's so funny because when I first started, it was actually going to be my middle name, Ray Lens. That's what it was going to be. But my friend was like, you always do really A1 work. Like, everything that you do is like A1. And I was like, that's kind of cool. A1 Lens. Okay, I'll stick with that.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah.
That's good. So, tell us a little bit more about the book. And that's what I want to talk about for the remainder of our time. What's in the book? Maybe we can get you to read maybe a page or two, a little something about it, and tell us about the book and what's in the book.
So what's in the book is a lot of motivational and self-esteem giving lines. So if you're not feeling like you're at your best when you read it, you're going to feel like you have the tools necessary to go and become your best self. So there's chapters in there that talk about accountability, that talk about confidence, that talk about finances, that talk about just becoming a better version of yourself, how you can become healthier, things like that.
Right. So is it... Go ahead.
No. So, like, what would be the first step for one of the listeners just listening right now? What would be, because they're in the car or wherever they are cooking and cleaning, and like, what can we give them right now?
So the first step is changing your mindset. So before a lot of people go into doing a new task, they're already thinking, oh, I don't know if I can do that. This might be too hard. I don't know if I should do that. Well, what if it don't work out? Well, I don't know if it's going to work out. Well, maybe my mom or my dad said, I don't think you should do that or something like that. You have to change your mindset and actually put in the effort to become more positive to accomplishing your goals, as opposed to thinking something's always going to go wrong. Like, change your mindset and say, maybe this is going to go right. Maybe I can do this.
Right.
And
maybe
giving yourself a fair opportunity. Like, if we can think the bad, and why don't we think the good just as much as we think the bad? Like, equal opportunity and stuff. Like, as much as we think that we can't, we should always equally think that we also can.
Exactly.
Yeah, they definitely got to do, because I'm like the total opposite. I think I could do everything. Like, people got to tell me, like, bro,
you can't do that. What you do?
Right.
I think I can do everything. And if I put my mind to it, I mean, like, I'm the type of person, if I want to do something, it could be Monday. And if I get it in my head that I want to do that, like Monday night, Tuesday, I'm already working on it. Like, it took me like 3 days to put this together. Right. And I just thought about it, and I was like, I want to do a podcast.
Right.
And I just went shopping.
And actually did
and
it.
Boom. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. Like, so it's not hard, but like you said, people got to change the way they think.
Exactly.
So remove your stinky thinking. I call it stinky thinking. Just let's make it simple. It's stinky thinking.
Words and
because words are my favorite. I've learned to talk to myself differently. Like, it's a whole different way of self communicating with me.
Exactly.
And I love it. Like, I say, oh, it's so great. It frees me from the stipulations and the needs and the wants of other people. Like, I can just affirm me and say, job well done, Sierra. And how often do we really say, I'm proud of you, or acknowledge the little things that we make steps in? So I've been talking myself, cheering myself, being my number one fan, like rooting me on, being everything that I know how to be to everybody else.
Exactly. And that's what it's all about, because I don't think a lot of people realize how negative they think, like on a daily basis. Like it just comes up like
by
instantly,
default,
like
by default,
because we're on like autopilot. So we're like, dang, I don't think I could do that. I don't know how that's gonna work out.
And that's the way we was taught.
And that's the way we're taught. So I talked a little bit about that as well.
Drop them gems,
in the book.
yeah.
It's the way we was taught, and the way we was raised. We've been so used to it for so many years.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't just easy to change the way you think.
Exactly.
That's not easy. And so you saying change the way you think? Are you just saying you got to change the way you think, or are you giving?
I'm giving them ways to change how they think. So with positive affirmations. So you guys know what affirmations are. Like you were just saying, you have to talk to yourself, give yourself a pep talk, say, I can do this, instead of saying, I might do that, or I might try to do that. Say, I can, or I will, or I am. Like you have to use those affirmative actions behind it, as opposed
the intention behind it. Like, what's your intention?
Your book, is it aimed at what age group would you say is aimed at?
Anybody who wants to become a better version of themselves, 18 plus. Anybody.
18 plus. Okay.
18 plus.
I was gonna say, what about the little girl?
They can, they can read it. There's nothing too crazy in there, so anybody can read it. It's all age groups.
For example, a young woman that just graduated high school or something, and she wants to go to college and do something, like I want to. Maybe you can bring out the book and just, like I said, read a little, because we like this show is for not just to talk about it, but we want to give examples. You know what I'm saying? We want to walk some people through, like if they looking, watching.
I can show the people.
I like
show
that
the
people.
camera.
Well, you can't show. You can't. I gotta get. We got
right. You put on the screen.
Yeah.
So that's the cover right there. That's me.
Oh. Right. Y'all better see
that's
this
me.
Come through, Queen.
Yeah. So some of the chapters that I have in here, like I said, the first one is changing your mindset. The second one is setting your goals. The third one is manage your time, self-care, affirmations, confidence, health is wealth, opportunities, ask for help, self-educate, accountability, become valuable, avoid negativity, visualize, finances, believe in yourself, take action.
Those are all chapters.
Those are all chapters.
Okay.
I like that.
40 pages.
Because we don't often like do that. Like I pray about it, yes, but you got to believe in you too, because you can take the horse to the water, but if it ain't ready to drink, it's not gonna drink. You can have all the support all you need, all the friends, all the daily affirmations, but if you're not ready to apply it and to change, then nothing changes until you do. So when the enlightenment hit me, or when I got tired of my own mess, because that's what happened, I got tired of my own crap. So to be really intentional, I placed the affirmations like all over the house.
Exactly.
And even in the car. Like I needed to unlearn this stuff so I can read.
You like put little sticky notes?
I put little sticky notes. And I did better. I went in the Word document, typed them up big, printed them out. I was really intentional about unlearning to relearn this better version of me. I call it being my best, most magical self. So
I love that.
I love it. So
that's what I should have titled the book.
So I put it all like, and I intentionally put one by the light switch. Like, so when I turned this light on, I was intentionally activating this new version of myself. So every time I flipped the light on, I was like activating Sierra and whatever it is that I was telling myself I was going to be today. Like we wasn't going to shy away from fear. We wasn't going to self-sabotage, because I had a list of stuff, but I was no longer allowing myself to have that stinky thinking. And then I realized that even if I think this way and sometimes feel this way, that I can still know that I'm not. Like even when I'm telling myself that I can't, I can still know that I can't. That's still affirming yourself and getting out of your way of all your feelings. That emoller coaster. I call it an emoller coaster, because we'll get in our feelings and we'll ride it. 10 years, you still riding it. Waiting on closure, waiting on something. Like, get off it. Get your crap together. Like, come on.
And it works both ways, because just like you say, you paste these notes everywhere. You see them, and you're able to read them, they positive. But what about all the negative stuff you see all day? Exactly. Just that same little thing. Like, you can have a picture on your wall of like some half-naked girl.
Yeah, and to shoot them up, bang, bang, we riding to work.
Everywhere you look, you seeing negative. Everything you hear is negative. You know what I'm saying? And that's like the opposite of, you know what I'm saying, what we talking about. And that's driving us even farther away. So would you say you just got to keep on seeing positive stuff, keep on thinking positive stuff, talking positive stuff?
Absolutely. What
kind of affirmations did you have to do for yourself?
So for myself,
say in your weight loss or whatever.
Exactly. And that's a funny thing because I have a lot of friends who always tell me, I don't think I could lose weight. And I'm like, you know, when I first started my weight loss, I did have to change my mindset. Like, before I went to go work out, I had to say, I am going to go work out instead of, I don't feel like doing this today, or I don't like going to work out. I had to change the way that I thought about it, because that's the only way that you're going to get anything done. You have to change how you think about it.
Right.
So for myself, I actually listened to different positive affirmations about weight loss when I started my weight loss journey, so I could kind of like train my brain to like working out.
Right.
Because I didn't like working out before.
Right.
I didn't like going to exercise.
Work out?
Yeah, I work out all the time.
You know, some people cheat. They drink the teas.
Yeah, no, I ain't drinking no weight loss.
They go get, so you don't drink the teas.
I wish I could have did that, but no, I don't drink any weight loss, slim tea, herbal life. No. None of that stuff. No, I drink herbs, but not like slim tummy tea. I do wear a waist trainer every now and then.
And get in the gym.
Yes.
What kind of exercises do you do?
Strength training. So weightlifting, like a lot of compound exercises.
You definitely had to tell yourself to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, because
I didn't like working out before, like at all. I didn't like to.
I mean, these women, they don't want to get in the gym. They want to take the easy way.
They want a quick fix. And shoot, I wish I had $10,000 to go and change my body, but I got to do it the hard way. I got to go the hard way.
But then, okay, so what I'm discovering, because I'm still the listener, like, right? So I still realize those who have paid the $10,000, they're still unhappy. So it's like the world has given us this surface level of appearance to only be happy about, when it's how you feel about yourself is what we attract. Because we don't attract how we look, we attract how we feel about us. So when we're wondering why we're still in the same cycle of a thing, where the person placed a thing, it looked different, but it's the same thing. It's giving you the same feeling. That's because you attract how you feel. It's a part of you that's attracting that. But you got the lashes done, you got the waist done, you got the big car, you got the big necklace, you got a nice car, but you still feel crappy about you. So that's what you're truly gonna attract.
Exactly.
So,
and I'm glad you said that, because that's very true.
Yeah. So and it's huge. So it's like we gotta do the in and out workout, right? And so it's a Tony Jones. I don't know if you know her, but she's big on affirmations. Like, that's my chick. But she says that working out is for spiritual activation.
Exactly.
And then you snatch your waist low key. Like, and for me, I use it because if my brain is too on, I can't slow it down. So when I work out, it gives my thoughts all different kind of avenues to go. And it's good for menstrual cramps. So ladies, when you're cramping, go do a nice workout instead of taking aspirin or the drugs you need. Go do a natural workout that makes you look good and feel good.
Exactly. And I try to do everything
That's
naturally.
a gym.
That's the gym for you.
That's a drop. Yeah, but and so that's what we want to promote. We want to promote, tangible things, realistic stuff, because everybody don't have the $10,000, but I keep a brick in the back of my car because I can use this at any time that I want. If I'm pulling up to the park, I can be intentional about what I want and do it right there. Some of us not going to the gym, but still find a way to make you feel good about you and not make excuses, because we'll make, I can't lose weight. You can. Yeah. But all the things that we do that we don't even want to do anyways.
Exactly.
Right? So do it anyhow, because it's going to make you look good or feel good and be a better version of yourself.
Exactly.
On top of that.
And that's with anything, you know what I'm saying? Not just losing weight. If you stuck at your job and you hate your job, but you keep going there every day,
Right.
Change
You know
it.
what I'm saying? Because you got bills. Everybody got bills. I mean,
Right.
you ain't gonna die if you just go 1 week without. You know what I'm saying? They can't quit their job because they gonna be down. They can't go to the club. They can't buy no outfits or whatever.
Exactly. So it's
You done
like a
being broke
never-ending
before.
cycle.
You done being broke before.
Yeah.
Go find you a better job. You know what I'm saying? People that want to stop smoking. Like I had to deal. I had to deal with stop drinking. You know what I'm saying? I was alcoholic for a long time. And I just kept telling myself, like, man, I knew I had to stop drinking. Like, you ain't going to get what you trying to get if you keep on just sitting around getting drunk all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I had to stop that. And it wasn't like affirmation. I ain't have to keep reading and stuff. I just knew I had to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to want it.
Bad
Something
enough.
better than you want the other thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to put the priorities.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, let's talk about another one you got in there.
That's all the chapters, but another one that's in there, accountability.
Okay.
So a lot of people don't like to take accountability for being in the position that they're in. So another way, besides just changing your mindset, you have to become accountable for the actions that you take.
No.
Yes.
You mean, wait, what do you mean?
Yeah, you gotta be accountable for the actions
I
that
gotta
you
say
take.
I played a part in my
Yes.
own crap?
Yes.
Say
Yes.
it's not so.
Yes.
Oh my, set the people free, Queen. Set the people free.
So a lot of us, especially women, don't like to say that, hey, maybe we were wrong about that. Maybe you was right.
You might don't like to say.
Maybe you was right.
It's two of us don't do that. It's you out
Yeah.
on these mics though.
Right.
Women don't like to admit to nothing, but
Yeah, so we got to hold ourselves accountable for the things that we put ourselves through because everything is not always the other person's fault. Like we have to reflect on what did I do to put myself in
I'm gonna say ouch for some of y'all because I know that was hard. I'm gonna say ouch and I'm just say get a glass of water because for some of y'all that was a hard pill to swallow. But sometimes the issue is you. Like just flat out. Sometimes the issue you.
I had to learn how to apologize. I learned how to say, yeah, I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be so hard to do that until you do it.
Right, because the other person sometimes is like, well, you know, they could be a little weird about it.
And then even sometimes we don't think you're wrong. You be like, I was wrong. You know, just to get rid of the situation. You know what I'm saying? I had to admit, like I said, when I was alcoholic, I had to admit, you know what I'm saying? At first I used to, I just like to drink. Ain't nothing wrong with partying. You know what I'm saying? But then I had to realize, dang, I got a problem. You know what I'm saying? I had to have it when I woke up in the morning.
Yeah.
I had to have it all during the day before I went to sleep at night. You know what I'm saying? Once you start owning up to your stuff, that's why I said becoming a man. Becoming a man, becoming a woman. Get grown, you know what I'm saying? Stop acting like a little kid. And do
accountability.
Exactly.
Do what you got to do.
Get the ebook.
Get
Become
the
better
ebook.
versions of
Thank you.
yourself.
Yes.
Yes.
Man, I couldn't get the Bluetooth up tonight. I was working on that before you came, so people can call in and ask some questions. I'm gonna get it up. But, so when does the book come out?
December 21st.
December 21st.
On my website, www.a1lensproductions.com.
A1lens.productions.
A1lensproductions.com.
How much is it?
It's going to be $14.99.
$14.99. Okay, 40 pages.
40 pages.
I'm gonna have to get that. But so it's men and women can read it.
Yes,
you know
anybody can read
I'm
it.
thinking it's just a woman's book.
Nah, anybody can read
You know what I'm saying?
it. Dudes can become their best self.
Men matter.
Yeah.
Men matter.
But you know,
Men
most
matter.
niggas ain't like
What, reading books?
Into
one.
reading.
Yeah.
Well, and we're changing that. Most of us didn't, but like we got these kind of gems that we dropping on y'all, so y'all can find ways to get out of your way to be a better to live the life you say you want to live, to live the life that you keep telling me that you want to have. Get out your way and do it. We are inviting people on this show intentionally to give you the gems that you need, to give you the information, because we're like, oh, if I had known that, we're bringing you the information so you can know it.
Yes.
So you won't have no excuse now of not being who it is that you feel you should be.
Exactly.
Get out your
Definitely
way.
ain't got no excuse, because if somebody give you information and you still don't use it,
Then you just lost.
Yeah.
yeah.
Then you didn't really want what you said you wanted. You didn't
Right.
really want what you wasted. My phone call talking about, oh, if you would have had this information of just such and such, and now we bringing you to such and such and the informations and the real live superheroes who got
Thank you.
lyrics, productions, ebooks for you. Like, we got the real live superheroes.
Thank you.
We gonna bring it to the show. We dropping it for y'all. It's for you to pick it up and repurpose it. It's for you to pick it up and apply it. Use it. Stop applying it, because we rubbing in our insecurities, rubbing in our fears. We got to use those things for something and stop crying about it. But
Exactly.
like Miss Deas, y'all, like one more
Thank
time,
you.
hit the thing. One more time. One more time. Hit the
Deas.
thing. Woo! Yes.
Hey, all right. So check this out.
Thank you.
Now with this book, now you wrote it,
Yes.
but you ain't necessarily memorized it, right?
I didn't memorize the book. I wish I
I
did.
mean, it comes from your brain.
I wish I
So
did.
what I'm trying to get at is, you ever thought about being a motivational speaker?
Yes, I have.
Like, would you step into that avenue?
I
in the
would. I
future?
would. I just got to get over my fear of speaking in front of crowds.
Yeah.
I'm very shy.
Or make that ebook into an audio book.
I thought about that too.
You know what I'm saying? Get on the mic and just read it.
Yeah.
You know?
I thought about that. See, I want to do that, but I'm like, still.
What?
This is my first ebook, so I'm like, let me just put out the ebook, see what people
See
think
what it
about it, see what it does, and then figure out the next step. But an audiobook is definitely something that I would.
Because I wanna hear some of this affirmation. I want you to open up that book
man.
and turn to page 23.
23. He gave you a
23,
number.
exactly.
23 is the scripture for the night, y'all. Like, we bringing this word for you tonight.
All right, shoot.
23 is the
let's
scripture
read
from the night.
Page on self-care. Let's read that. Self-care. So y'all know what self-care is, right?
Wait, somebody might don't know what that is.
All right. So the first few lines, I'll just read the first paragraph, guys. Next thing that we're going to talk about is self-care. What exactly is self-care? Self-care is anything that you do to take care of yourself. When most people think of self-care, we think of going to the spa or getting a manicure or pedicure or things of that nature that cost money. But sometimes self-care doesn't need to involve any money at all. Self-care is you sitting down and just breathing for 15 minutes to recollect your thoughts. Self-care can be you taking 20 minutes out of your day to get a quick workout in. Self-care can be you going in the bathroom, washing your face, brushing your teeth, taking care of your skin, and creating a skincare routine for yourself. All of these things are self-care because it means you're caring for yourself in a way that is going to help you become better. Now, I don't want you to get discouraged and think that you must go spend thousands of dollars on a whole spa day to yourself. No, self-care means that you're going to pause and take a minute to reflect on what you need right now at this very moment. We often get caught up with our busy lives that we just forget to take a moment to breathe, relax, and sit with our thoughts. This is so important because becoming a better version of ourselves will require us to gain clarity on what makes us move. This will take some deep work from your inner self, but it will make it all worth it once you get used to doing it, guys. That's 2 paragraphs.
Good, Jim.
Hey, because you're worth
you
it.
go.
Like, you
Exactly.
worth it. Are you not worth the time
Self-care,
and
y'all.
Exactly.
Self-care.
to take to love on you just a
to
little bit?
love you.
To love yourself. Because
I mean,
nobody is going to love you like you love you.
We go crazy for our friends. We go crazy for
come
our
on.
parents.
We
We
don't
go
go
crazy
crazy
for
for
our
ourselves.
job. Even for our kids, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my kids come before me, da da da. That's all fine and good and dandy, but
You can't take
sometimes
care
you
of them
just-
if you don't take care
right.
of you.
I mean, yeah.
And again, we teach those things how to love us. So you can't.
Exactly.
So I also realize that society has got us on this thing to where we're looking for other people to give us what we haven't even given ourselves. So you mad at the guy because he ain't text you good morning beautiful. You mad at your homegirl because she ain't check on you. But all these outward things that we upset about people for not doing for us that we ain't did for ourselves.
Exactly.
So
Like,
how
did
you
you
mad
wake
at the
up?
dude because he ain't text you good morning beautiful, but you walk past every mirror in your house and you didn't stop to think one time to say good morning beautiful.
Exactly. See, she gets it.
Yeah. So
Because y'all with me. Y'all,
no, I just because I just had.
Said, is it a women's book?
No, it's not. It's finally
sticking together.
coming
Hey,
to.
bro,
No,
bro.
it's not
me and
even
you,
a
bro.
sticking.
Me and you.
It's not even a guy or a girl thing. It's an overall thing. Men
Dudes should
too.
care about
Like
themselves,
I'm talking about
too.
humans, beings. We talking about beings.
Mental health.
mean-
Dudes, mental
I
health.
mean,
Women's
I do
mental health
now.
matters.
I do now more than I did before, and I thought caring for myself was going to buy Jordans. You know what I'm saying?
That can be a form of self-care, too, if that's
I mean-
therapeutic for you.
After
You know?
you taking care of all
Right.
the other important things, like
But
I'm
really-
definitely not saying
really,
going
like-
to get no Jordans and you ain't cared, literally cared for you.
Right. But
Yeah.
see, when you doing all that, you really doing it for everybody else.
No, not when you caring for you.
No, I ain't talking about that.
Oh,
I'm
the
talking about
Jordans.
when you
Just
buying
outward
Jordans
appearance.
and the designer and all that. You know what I'm saying?
I
That's
mean,
kind of to impress other people, but if you genuinely like nice things,
and
Yeah.
after
That's-
you've taken care of everything, like if you've invested your life insurance paid up, mortgage paid, you go buy you a pair of Jordans if you got it to buy.
Exactly.
That's and then the point I ain't.
It's a thin line. It's a thin line, but like, I mean, I don't have to wear none of that stuff to care
Me
about
either.
myself. I mean,
I like stuff like this shirt I'm wearing
Regular
that
stuff.
that has a significant meaning. And so if I'm in the mirror and I could be having a moment or having a day, I can look at apparel that's talking back to me
Exactly.
to remind me either where I'm going or it reflects to
How you
who I
feeling.
am.
Yeah.
Exactly. I need apparel to talk to me. So no, I don't want just
I like
nothing.
I feel good about myself regardless. And when you do, like, that helps with depression,
exactly.
stress, and anxiety, and all
Exactly.
that kind of stuff.
Something that's very
Like,
high in the black community.
When you happy
especially.
about yourself,
What
you just,
wait, what did you say?
I said that's something that's very high in the black community. Depression, stress, anxiety.
We allowed to talk about that in the black community?
Yeah.
Because I talked to a few people. Black people don't go to therapy, is what they
We
said.
don't go to therapy, but we should.
And I'm like, so.
because they don't think,
Or at least talk to a friend,
Like, they
you
don't-
know?
they don't think, oh, I don't need no therapy.
And so my question, so
All I
if
need
you.
is this blunt.
Right. So if what you just said is valid and you're really tired of this space and you feel like you've done everything you can, and therapy could possibly help you be a better version of you, it could possibly help you see that thing that's weighing on you differently.
Exactly.
Why would you not give it a try? Like, why would you just shut it down and not try? But again, that we don't give ourselves that equal opportunity. Oh, we'll worry, we'll stress over something, but we ain't actively walking into the avenues to that
kinda
can
just brush it under
help
the
us
rug.
to not do that. And yeah,
Exactly.
and then you pass it down to your
traumas.
children. You pass down the trauma. You pass down the unlearned behaviors. Because
Exactly.
there's nothing generationally cursed about us as a people. We're just generationally unlearned.
Keep the cycle going is
So
what happens.
yeah, we here to disrupt y'all narrative. Like, these gems is to cause a tsunami in your mental throat.
Yes.
And to just cause you to think differently about your situation.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. I'm learning to ask more questions because I didn't do that a lot, and we were talking about the dynamic of the households when we were younger. And children should be seen, and I heard sit down, shut up, you got to eat what's on your plate. You can never express like I
How
don't
you
like
actually
okra.
feel. Right.
But you better eat the okra. I don't like liver. Shut up
Yeah.
and eat. And if you didn't eat what's on your plate,
Then you
it
didn't eat
became
it
like a
all.
whole thing. Now you're in trouble for naturally not liking something. So now
Exactly.
that confuses us as adults. So now we're whole adults who are confused about how we feel and what we think because we weren't allowed as children to express that naturally.
Exactly, and I'm glad you said that because even with my daughter, I had to kind of unlearn that. When she said she didn't like something, I'd be like, "No, you're gonna sit down and eat it." But I had to, like you
Right.
said, she really doesn't like that. Why are you
Right.
trying to force her
Right,
to
right,
eat something
right,
she
right.
really doesn't
Yeah.
like? Stop
And then that
doing
causes us to stay at jobs we don't like, to be with men and women that don't appreciate us, who we don't like, but we feel like we got to stay here
Exactly.
for whatever reason. So yeah,
Exactly.
breaking those things. We breaking those things.
It's a
breaking
thin line
cycles.
between that too, because I mean, you say your daughter, you realize she don't like something, but then sometimes you got to be. When do you know when to be firm
When I know she
and not?
when
Because
I know she
sometimes
lying.
that can spoil a child. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like how many white folks you see in the store letting their kids get away from it. anything, cussing them out. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, she ain't doing none of that. None of that is gonna happen. Especially not with her daddy over there. That is not gonna happen. But I just I know her personality, so I can tell when she's like lying. Like if she doesn't want to eat something just because she wants to get like some sweets or go play or something, then I'm like, no, eat it, because I know that you didn't eat anything today. Like, eat the food. But if it's something that she really doesn't like I don't know, broccoli. Okay, I'm not gonna make you eat the broccoli. I'm not gonna force you to eat the broccoli. But you better at least eat the chicken or the rice or whatever's on the plate. At least eat that. If I know you ate that, then okay, then you can go and do this. But I'm not gonna make you eat the whole plate if you really don't want the whole plate of food.
Right.
If you ain't ate all day, you're gonna eat something on this plate.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay, so what's another chapter you got in there?
Another chapter that's in this.
We got affirmation, accountability,
self-care, manage your time. So
what have you done for you lately?
So I like manage your time. I like manage your time.
I'm working on this one right here.
Because I know a lot of people say that they don't have time to do something, or I don't have time to get to this, but we can sit on our phones for 2-3 hours and scroll and look on our phones.
Because I made a post the other day, and somebody said that I don't come around no more because since I got my car. And I'm like, bro, I got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be sitting around doing nothing for 4-5 hours. You know what I'm saying? You only get 24 hours in a day.
Right.
I'm at work for like 10 of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then I got to make sure I eat, take a bath and all that and go to sleep so I can get back to work.
Right.
So I only got a little small window. You know what I'm saying? That small window, man, I'm on YouTube. I'm trying to learn something. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm on the computer typing this. Like, they don't see that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They just see, oh, Shard ain't coming around.
Right.
But you ain't putting no money in Shard pockets, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got shit to do, bro. I'm trying to. So manage your time, like, like you say, in the little time that you be on Facebook, like, and Facebook tell you your phone tell you how long you been on Facebook.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? How long you been on Facebook, how long you been on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? This, that, you know what I'm saying? And then you come home and you be on Netflix. All night. Did you see the BMF series? Did you see Power? I'm like, I don't watch that. You know what I'm saying?
Stuff that don't matter.
It just take too much time, you know what I'm saying? I work. Like, when I was out of town, my job had me at work through Monday through Friday. Mm-hmm. I get back in town, got to go back work Monday, so I only got Saturday and Sunday. I'm trying to do 100 things
in the 2 hours
in 2 days, and you want me to come over there.
Yeah, and that's what.
Look, I ain't got time.
What's over there? Like, okay, so you want to see me, but what's there? Like,
nothing
what
productive.
We talking about? What's productive? Like, are we learning? Are we growing? Are we finna create a business? Like, I'm now intentional about who I'm even around. I always miss you. No, I miss me too. I miss this future, this life that I'm trying to prepare for. Like, no, you're missing me and you serving me, not putting money in the bank account, not helping me take this vision out my mind and get it in my possession. Yeah. Like, so if it's not, then right now I don't have time for that. I just don't.
Exactly.
I just don't. So I miss me too. I'm sorry. And when I show up, like, you'll see me then. I don't know.
See me then.
And my thing is, if I'm big on if you ain't helping, you hurting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I created this podcast to help. Like, everything I do, I try to help.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I used to be in church real heavy a couple of years ago. You know what I'm saying? That's when I started realizing, like, it's only two sides to this thing. It's only two sides to everything. Left, right, up, down, hot, cold, whatever. So it's real simple. If you're not helping, you hurt.
You're hindering.
It ain't no middle. You know what I'm saying? So if you just sitting around all day doing nothing, then you just hurting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't helping nobody. You ain't helping yourself.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You talking about how much you love your kids and all this and all that, but what are you doing for your
and you're teaching them. They see you scrolling on the phone all day. So, like, how is that pouring into their lives? And how is that showing them a different way? I don't know.
Are definitely sponges. They gonna do what
they gonna soak up everything.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how old are your kids?
I only have one. She's 5.
She's 5.
She's 5.
You show her how to use the
She
camera?
knows how to use a tablet. She knows how to use the computer. She knows how to use the phone. She is homeschooled, actually, so she does a lot of her work on the computer.
That's beautiful.
She's homeschooled because I think that homeschool is a little better for her learning as opposed to going to school and just having them teaching her whatever.
She can be more focused too.
But yeah, I feel like
Without
she's
all
more
the
focused at
distractions.
home.
Yeah.
And it gives her more time to kind of like get up and dance. If she was at school, she couldn't get up in the middle of doing her work and like dance or sing and stuff like that. So it kind of
So she
gives
got a
her
whole
different
routine.
outlet.
She dancing in the middle of the thing?
Yeah,
That's
she
my
does her
kinda
work.
girl.
She dances.
I
We
like
take breaks
it.
and stuff like that. It's not all like schoolwork. If she was in regular school, it's just all schoolwork.
Yeah.
Homeschool is like
Dancing is self-care, though. Like, dancing is
Exactly.
taking that moment to appreciate. I love it. Look, because I like it.
I'm trying to nurture her creative side instead of like just sending her to school. So she's like doing everything on their time.
Right.
She has her own time to get stuff done. She's only in kindergarten, but
Right, she on
No,
the
and
clock.
It starts
you
now.
start it now. Like, you train
Yeah.
them up in the way they should
There
go.
you go.
So it's great. But I feel like
yeah, I feel like
sending
life
our
flows
babies
for her
to
better.
that school, our schools don't even get me started on that. But the whole agenda and the motive, like, you can't control what they teach and what they don't
Exactly.
teach, and a lot of it doesn't reflect our culture, even reflect the true history of us. So,
Right.
and yeah,
School was vacation for us.
yeah,
Like,
it
Right.
was a whole. I
it was
didn't.
like a field trip. Like,
Right.
I hated the work part of it, but I
everything
loved
else about
the
school.
hallways and the cafeteria and the school bus and PE. You know what I'm saying? But
And that's the only thing about me deciding if I want to send her to regular school or not is the hallways.
But
the
she not gonna
teachers,
miss
the
none of
kids
that.
and
Meaning
stuff
it
like
was
that.
good, but
But these
I could
kids
have
is
did
crazy.
without that to ensure I learned something, because I didn't learn anything. Like, I didn't.
Like really intake.
We
in
didn't.
knowledge
I
that you
didn't
gained.
intake in the knowledge or take that time as serious. Like, I had a few teachers tell me that I got my education, you got to get yours, and I didn't.
Right.
But I didn't have the parent structure at the house either to ensure that I went to school. So from the second semester of my 10th grade year, I had to go to night school and summer school to try to make up for my credits so I can even graduate. And I didn't even have enough credits to actually graduate. I only got a certificate of completion, and I had to go back to an online school to actually get my high school diploma. But my home structure didn't care if I went to school.
Right.
But and so that wasn't good.
Right.
So no, I applaud you for ensuring that she gets the things that she needs, because half of the stuff they're teaching them in school they will never use or apply in their
Never.
daily life anyway. So why aren't we teaching them the
I
trades
swear,
and the
well, I don't
things
know.
that, because that chemistry and all of that. But if they had trades like learning how to plumb, learning how to do certain things, like these
They
are
would be
things that
better
they could
off.
use, and it makes the community better.
Right.
Like, and it makes your world better, because you're actually operating something that you can then lend
right.
and make another person great.
That you can barter
Barter.
services
That's
with
the
other
word I'm
people.
talking about.
Yeah.
Can we
Trade
get back to
services.
bartering?
we don't need no science,
I know.
To the good old days.
geometry, and
Yeah.
all
Right.
that.
Community.
World history. So one more before we get out here, because we could probably got a couple more minutes, about 15 more minutes. Let's hear one more. We did time management, or managing your time.
All right. I like opportunities. So when you ask your parents, what do they wish they would have done differently in their time, they always say, man, I wish I would have took that opportunity when I had the chance, right? A lot of us don't take opportunities because we think we're either not ready for it or we're like, I don't know if I could do that. Like, I say take the opportunities that you're given. Push forward with anything that you want to accomplish. Like I said, if you ask anybody what's something that you regret, they regret not taking the opportunities to actually do something.
I miss so many opportunities.
Yeah.
And oh my God.
And it's like, why did you miss those opportunities? Was it because of you, or was it because of an outside source, or what?
Because of me.
Because you just said,
That accountability, I like
I
it.
mean, like I said, I
That
was,
accountability.
I was partying.
That's that grown man. That
I was
accountability.
partying, but I was drinking.
right, just missing opportunity after opportunity.
And not showing up for you. I realized, because I forfeited a lot too, but I missed a lot of opportunities. That destiny was like saying, Sierra, it's your time. Like, I forfeited. And for me, it was because I just didn't have the belief in myself that I could do it.
Right.
So I shied away from a lot of opportunities. But now I'm learning to fly on the way down. I'm like, Shaw, I believe it all now. Like, oh, I can scale this wall. What you mean? Oh no, I'm believing it. I'm like that kid that you say the sky is the limit.
Exactly.
Because I never felt that as a child. Like I felt a lot of the weight of what was around me as a kid from the things that was going on in my household. So I'm a feeler. I'm definitely like an empath. So it weighed on me different as a child. And so I never felt the childhood that go all, be all, you can, the dream is the limit. I felt the weight of the adults. And so it didn't allow me to dream like that. So now I'm daring myself to be my best, most magical self. And I dare you allow even yourself to get in the way of that. Like, we ain't even allowing me. No. Oh, we can't? I can. So, because if you're telling me I can't, then obviously I can. Because why would you be telling me I can't do it if the possibility is there that I can't?
Right. And I always think to myself, if an opportunity comes, it's because you were ready for that opportunity. Right. It's not just going to show up if you're not ready for it. Because usually what happens is we're thinking, oh man, I want this thing. And then when it shows up, we're like, it's really here. Do I really got to do that? Like, just jump on the opportunity when it comes.
Yeah.
Like it shows up for a reason.
Yeah,
figure it out as you go. Because if you don't, 10 years from now, you're gonna be like, "Damn, I wish I should have."
And I ain't doing no shoulda, coulda, woulda. Like I won't have no regrets. So
I can't no more. I used to. I can't do it.
I ain't doing it no more either. Okay. So you talked about opportunity. So does all opportunity like look the same? When what I mean by that is, like some opportunities is just for you to show up for you, and some opportunities like reap benefits.
Right. So I would say jump on any opportunity as long as it's good. If it's something that you think is going to go left, then obviously don't take that one. But usually it's always going to lead to something better because everything leads to something better. Right.
And it's not always tangible or something you can see at that moment.
Right. Like maybe it's preparing you for the next thing that's going to show up.
Right.
You got to go through these people to get to these people. You got to go through this step to get to the next step.
So Rome wasn't built in one day.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Darn. So that whole microwave thought that putting in 2 minutes, you got to hold sometimes you actually got to put in the work. Sometimes you might got to do the door knocking. Like you said, you started out small doing this and you was like, oh, and I love people who stretch me. I need a video. Okay, I can do that. Like I had one person, I went for a wedding and she needed her eyebrows arched. She got one of those old fashioned razors. Know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but it's an old fashioned razor where you screw and it like open up like a mouth.
And you was like, I don't know.
And
how
she pulled the blade out of this razor and she wanted me to arch her eyebrows on her wedding day. Like, I appreciate you trusting me. I was freaking out, but the fact that she trusted me, I had to do this. And them eyebrows was on fleek. I didn't even know what fleek was, but them eyebrows was to the T on her wedding day, and I ain't draw no blood. Like but I appreciate her stretching me and showing, giving me the opportunity to show it to be a better version of myself.
She knows something.
So I'm excited.
That's why she's my co-host, Sierra.
Look, she knows what she's talking about.
I love it. This is great. We are definitely having you back, Miss Deas. Like this was a whole great vibe, and thank you for blessing.
Right. So this book is this going to be one of many?
One of many. So I want to tell y'all about the next ones, but I'm gonna let y'all get. I'm a bird feed y'all.
Yeah, birds.
So this is coming back for more. One of many.
Not even a snippet. Like, what's the genre of the next one?
Bettering yourself.
Okay. Because what else is it about, right? Like, what else is life about? What else should you give your experience?
Exactly.
Like, I don't know.
The next few books are going to be more business based. So bettering your business.
Okay.
So growing your business. So this one is bettering yourself. The next one is growing your business.
Okay.
So different ways to grow your
business. Right. You just hit on that. Now, for some listeners that might want to write a book themselves or do a video or a movie, what steps did you have to take?
Gotta put all that in a book too.
Did you have to take to just say to get your book out? What did you have to do to get your book out? From the first thought process to writing it, did you write it on notebook paper? Did you type it?
So I just use Microsoft Word, and at first I was typing it, right? I'm typing it. And then I just thought to myself, there's got to be a faster way to do this. There's another way to do it. There's nobody just sitting here typing like 50,000 words.
You didn't use Dragon, did you?
No. And then I think I went on YouTube, and I was like, different ways to type up your book. It was called Dictatorship. Mm-hmm. So I told my man about it, and then he was like, why don't you just speak it out loud and just have the phone the phone speech to text it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And on Word, there's actually a little button that says dictatorship, and if you just push it, it'll record, it'll type out whatever you speak.
Right.
So I was like, why am I sitting here
What
typing
you
this
said.
stuff?
Right. So that is
right. So I spoke most of the book, typed some of it out, spoke most of the book.
Mm-hmm.
I bought this
work smarter, not harder.
Stupid program off of eBay called Dragon, and
Microsoft
you
Word.
you put these headphones on and come with a little thing, little telemarketing.
I always wondered
And
about
I'm just talking, but I'm talking the book, and when I go to look back, it's all kind of words misspelled and words over here, and I still had to go back and fix it. So I'm like, I might as well type it. And I ain't know what I'm saying, but I got my book done.
Right. So you still finish what you started.
Right.
All right, man.
That's what that was. That was step one, figuring out how to type it on Word. So either type it or speak it. Once I finished it, I just figured out how to package it up. So it's just a PDF instead of a EPUB file. It's a PDF, so anybody can open it.
Right.
So it doesn't have to be on Kindle. You can use Adobe or Microsoft Reader. You can open it on any smartphone. So it's just a PDF file, but you'll see it as a book.
Yeah. We need a whole tutorial on that, because like I need to be able to like walk that out, because I got a bunch of
I'm trying to
little books. We working on. I'm trying to like, so I got a bunch of little books in my head that I would love to just dump out and get out. And so I'm gonna be in your DM.
Speak it.
So when you spoke it,
I had to go
and
back
you wrote it, then you saved it. What was the next step?
I was like,
after that,
where should I distribute this at? I looked on Amazon. I didn't like what they was talking about. I looked on Barnes and Noble. I didn't like what they was talking about. I already have a website. I was like, I'm gonna just put it on there,
because I need to figure out that gem right there. I need to figure out.
So is it like some kind of template?
Oh, and it's
I use Squarespace.
So the publishing part, how did you do that? Like, did you?
So I'm doing that myself. So I'm putting it on my website.
Right.
So it's an ebook. So I was looking into the physical copy version, but that's a big investment. Trying to get a bunch of physical copies if I don't even know if people want the e-copy. So I was like, do I want to put this investment on 25 copies or 30 copies of a hard copy, spend $400 or $500 on a hard copies on hard copies? How much do I have to sell those for to make back my $400-$500?
Agreed.
I spent grands on it.
Yeah,
right.
The penny,
it's a big investment.
Because my brain had opened up, I was excited about. I was even thinking of investing in myself. So it didn't even matter at this point what the money. I think it was for me to really show myself that this is really what I wanted to do. Like, it was my time to invest in Sierra, and by all costs, by any means necessary, because that's how I had went for every and anything else that was around me. Right. The only person I hadn't given that chance to was myself. Right. The only person I hadn't supported that way was me. So now I was doing unto myself as I had done unto others. Right. And it was my turn now. So I really just invested. And now that I have a better understanding and a concept of who I am and the gifts I'm supposed to give to the world, I can be now intentional, like where I put my money. Like with you. Like, we finna do some great things. Like, I'm excited. I'm excited.
So, Squarespace.
That's who I use my website hosting through Squarespace.
And you build that out?
Yep, I created my own website.
Which and I didn't even so I got a Squarespace, but also paid like the $900 a few $1,000 to get the website built and just all of that, when really I could have built out my Square store. But like, these are the gems we dropping y'all. Like, we letting y'all do it the shortcut way, because we did it the long way. Smarter, not harder. Y'all heard her.
Right. So
And she's smart,
if
y'all.
you want to get you a book out, just hit Amber and she gonna walk you through it.
Yeah. No, we're going to create her a whole webinar and y'all can subscribe
Right.
to that. Drop a few money because we depositing where we get these gems because y'all do all that for Michael Kors and them lashes. So if you really want this elevation and this expansion in your life, that should be something you shouldn't be afraid to pay for.
Exactly.
I'm
Thank
just
you
saying.
so much. You're welcome. Thank
You're welcome. I appreciate you coming.
Yes.
I know we had to reschedule last week, but I'm glad you made it.
Thank you.
And we enjoyed you.
Thank you.
We got some good information out you, and we're gonna wrap it up. You got anything else you want to say?
No, I just show up for you. Are you ready to be a better version of yourself? Amber, where can they find the book again?
So you can find it on my website, www.a1lensproductions.com. December 21st, it's going live. It's going to be an ebook. Make sure y'all download it. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and my YouTube.
Amber Deas.
Amber Deas. She is not Puerto Rican.
She is not Puerto Rican, but she's a real life
And we-
superhero.
Yeah.
Hey.
That was an episode of Hood Gems. We thank y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all got some good information. Help you become better people and
Beautiful beings.
beautiful beings. We had Amber Deas on, y'all. And we're going to catch y'all next time, next Sunday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. This is Hood Gems, and we are out.
Hood Gems.